Okay, so my name is Hank Byzak, and I will be 71 years old in June, which is very, very close. And I own Pure Fun surfboards since 1971 and Byzak custom longboards. So that's what I do for a living. And I keep on doing it. It's almost 50 years I've been doing this. So it's an art form, and surfboard shipping is a functional art. So you have to build surfboards for people. Not only do they have to be well shaped and they have to float well, but they have to be beautiful and they have to be well constructed. And the artistic aspect, it's a major component of building surfboards. It's sort of like being a musician. You're only as good as your last album. Surfboards have to function in a certain way, and they have to satisfy many people's different styles and interpretation of how they surf. But do they work? Is it a good surfboard? Is it really as good a shape as you can do? It's a constant thing. We have to keep up with it. You have to shape surfboards every day and be artistic and post things and answer people with feedback and just keep on being more and more on it and prolific every day and every day. It wears you out. It really does. I'm at a certain point right now where I know I have to keep on to keep my business going. I have to keep on producing every day. I started working in late 1989 for Shannon Precision Fiberglass on Westlake, on the hill in Encinitas. Well, I had zero money. My wife and I were divorced. I was taking care of my three children. I had no money. I was driving an old Datsun 210 with ball tires, and I would take my kids to school in the morning and then drive down to Encinitas and work. I didn't have my own shaping room, so I would go into one shaping room and I would shape and set up my stuff and shape until that guy who had the room got there. And I would have to take all my stuff out and wait in the hallway till the next guy left. I would go in his room and work until he came, and then that's the way it was. I didn't have my own shaping room. Finally, I proved myself to Randy Wong, who was the manager there and part owner there, and I eventually got my own shaping room, and I had to work very, very, very hard to work myself up from the underclass up to at a certain point the top surfboard shaper at Precision Fiberglass. And I held that position for like 17 years until I all of a sudden quit to go out off on my own, which incidentally was not a really good idea. I mortgaged my house, and eventually, after a couple of years, I lost that business because that's when the economy sunk in 2009. And so I had to wind up selling my condominium to pay off the money I borrowed. A lot of people my age don't work as hard in surfboard building. A lot of people are retired, but I never saved for retirement. So I've had to work every day, sometimes 7 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day to try to make it happen, and try to stay current and try to make top-notch surfboards. It's very difficult to do that. as you get older, it's just more difficult, though. It really is. Health issues start to come into play. It's a very dirty business. If you don't protect your health, you get industrial disease basically. The more you stay in this business, you work around a lot of dust, a lot of noise. Your hearing goes bad. Your lungs get. If you're in a dusty environment like this all the time, it's hard to get away from it. When I would shape surfboards, I would be creating, but I would be literally become one with what I was doing, and I would use the time to actually think about my life. It's second nature to you to be working, and you're actually paying attention. But at the same time, you think about what's going on in your life. What did I say to this person? Oh, what did I do in that year? Depending on the music you play, it's sort of like you just basically go through your whole life. At least I do when I'm shaping a surfboard. Oh, I don't want you to put this in the public eye because don't ever do that because I don't like it. Okay.